This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 15th of August. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather featuring a few very small, isolated showers today. Scattered storms a little more active tomorrow and Saturday. Where they do form, they could be strong. And Ernesto headed for Bermuda on Saturday. Let's begin with the radar. We're live here at 241. And if you look really carefully, you'll see a few very small showers over parts of Alabama. We've got some over Calhoun and Cleburne counties, over northeast Alabama, one that's up over northern DeKalb County in the northeastern corner of the state. And elsewhere, just a few spotty showers. Got some down across the southern part of the state. Let's go down to Mobile. And things are calmer today. They had some pretty active storms in southwest Alabama yesterday. You can see those spotty showers over Baldwin, Escambia, Conecuh, Covington counties. Earlier had some pretty decent storms on the Alabama Gulf Coast. You can see those are moving offshore. And again, we'll maintain the chance of isolated showers this evening, but again, nothing especially widespread. Let's check the upper air look across the country today. Same story like we've seen in recent days. The heat ridge centered a bit west of here. Mid-latitude westerlies up north, got a trough coming into the northern plain states. That'll be helping to push a front down this way early in the weekend. Visible satellite view, got a few fair weather cumulus clouds, and a few of those have popped into showers today, but not that many. There's the radar composite across the deep south. You can see showers are very isolated. Heat levels right where they should be in mid-August. If you're new here, this is what we expect. Now, we got a few spots in the 80s on the eastern side of the state. That's below average. For example, Center in Cherokee County showing 85. That's thanks to a nearby rain shower. Anniston, Ashland, 89. We've got low 90s for Birmingham, Huntsville, Montgomery, Dothan, mid-90s for Mobile. And again, here's a look at the heat advisory map, and trust me, it's going to be hot everywhere. This is a Weather Service criteria thing. And I say this all the time, but for example, on today, if you drive from Bibb County into Chilton County, you will not notice any difference in the heat levels. But this is where the Weather Service believes the heat index, which is a composite product, might hit 105 in the orange counties. And around the nation, things are pretty quiet. We are expecting strong to severe storms later today and tonight north of Alabama. Got a risk of severe storms from near Oklahoma City to Chicago. A marginal risk over parts of New England and parts of the northern Rockies. Tomorrow, got a risk of severe storms across parts of the Plain States into the southern Great Lakes, and we do note that that marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, includes the northern third of Alabama for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. And understand, it will not rain everywhere. I want to make that perfectly clear, but where storms do form, they could be strong. The main threat coming from strong, gusty, straight-line winds. And then on Saturday, we have a marginal risk over about the northern two-thirds of the state. Areas north of a line from near Grove Hill to Greenville to Phoenix City. And it's the same thing. It's not going to rain everywhere Saturday, but where the storms do form, they could be pretty heavy with a chance of strong, gusty winds. Here's the larger risk on Saturday, the risk running from Alabama and Mississippi up into western New York. We'll check rain for the next 7 days, and again, just not a lot. And rain amounts are going to be very spotty and rain distribution very uneven here. But just maybe some spots could see up to an inch over the Tennessee Valley. Most locations, a quarter to 1/2 inch. But again, some spots could see more, some spots could see less. The new drought monitor was released earlier today. This product comes out once every week on Thursday. And you can see we have a few areas where there is a moderate drought defined over parts of North Alabama. But for most of the state, we're in pretty good shape. We can really be thankful for those good rains we had back in July. That has certainly helped the situation. We'll check the tropics. If you take out Ernesto, it's amazingly quiet. The Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, the MDR, the main development region, just nothing going on here in mid-August, and we'll certainly take that. Here's a look at Ernesto. Nice satellite presentation. The top winds are 85 miles an hour, moving north at 14. The circulation center is about 550 miles south-southwest of Bermuda. And this thing will be really close to Bermuda during the day Saturday. Here's the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. And again, you can see that thing comes near or maybe just west of the island of Bermuda Saturday morning. Potentially is a Category 2 hurricane with winds of perhaps up to 100 miles per hour. Hurricane Center has really lowered the intensity forecast a pretty good bit here in the last couple of advisory packages. They peak this thing at 110 miles per hour tomorrow and then weaken it to 90 miles per hour in 60 hours. But again, all of the guidance is in good agreement. This stays far east of the United States, maybe clipping the Canadian Maritimes early next week. Here's the intensity guidance, and again, most of the members bring it up to a Category 2. Then intensities come down as the cooler water kicks in. All right, model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Got the trough that's over the Great Lakes, troughing over the northwest. Heat ridge off to the west. Down below that, a surface low is underneath that trough that's north of Green Bay, Wisconsin. And a surface front will be approaching. And the GFS doesn't show much here, but let's go to the high-res HRR model. HRRR, high-resolution rapid refresh. This is valid tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. And you can see some pretty stout storms over the Tennessee Valley, maybe some down to the south. And again, where the storms do form tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, that could be pretty hefty with a chance of strong straight-line winds. That's the reason for the marginal risk. And let's go to Saturday. We'll stick with the high-resolution modeling. This is the high-resolution NAM. NAM is North American Mesoscale model. This is valid Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, and you can see a few storms about through central Alabama as the front gradually shifts down to the south. And again, you can see by looking at the modeling here, it clearly will not rain everywhere. We don't get anybody that impression. But like we've saying, where the storms do pop up tomorrow and Saturday, they could pack a punch. So Sunday, a drier air mass begins to filter in here. The dew points begin to come down. High should be in the low 90s. And on Monday, a pretty good little surge of cooler air, and that is a relative term in August, drops in here. And if this is right, for the northern half of the state, highs will likely be under 90. And that's a win. And lows are going to get down in the 60s. This is Tuesday. And Wednesday, the latest NBM here showing a low in Birmingham of 64 on Wednesday morning. Man, that's going to feel like fall, and that means some of the cooler pockets will easily be down in the 50s by the middle part of next week. So a very nice fall preview in mid-August. Let's go out to a week from today. This is Thursday, August 22nd. Got the heat ridge off to the west, and once again, that looks pretty dry. So at this point, next week looking generally rain-free. But hey, let's keep going. This is out 10 days, Sunday, August 25th, as we're rapidly approaching the first day of meteorological fall, September 1st. We all know it doesn't turn magically cool on that day. I say this all the time. Some of the hottest weather in this state has been seen in early September. But still, fall is coming. This is showing a ridge over much of the deep south. And once again, just not much rain here. We'll check the European. This is the ensemble output. Rain for the next 15 days, valid through August 30th. The mean is a little over 1 inch. Still a pretty dry look here. But hey, check this out. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. Now, we've got mid-90s tomorrow, low 90s over the weekend, and then upper 80s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with lows well down in the 60s. We've got 64 for Wednesday morning. And again, this is for Birmingham. Your number could be different. But that's going to feel awfully good. And hot off the presses, got the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for August 23rd through August 29th. And once again, if this works out, temperatures could be a little above average. So let's go back to the radar. We'll take a quick tour of things here before we wrap her up. You can see scattered showers over southwest Alabama, parts of Baldwin, Clark, Monroe, Escambia, Conecuh, Covington, Butler, Crenshaw counties, and these are isolated showers, nothing especially heavy, dropping on down to the south. We'll check the southeastern part of the state, and it's the same thing, just a few little small spotty showers, not that many. And for the northern part of the state, got a few showers over here in East Alabama. Got a pretty good little cluster of showers riding down Highway 21 from Piedmont down to Jacksonville and White Plains. That's dropping to the south. And if you're underneath that thing, you'll get some brief heavy rain, but they're moving along in a pretty good clip. We've also got a few showers in parts of Cherokee and Randolph counties in East Alabama as well. Had a great time today. I had a chance to speak to the Trussville Chamber of Commerce at midday. Huge crowd there, really good. And also saw some folks with ADPH, the Alabama Department of Public Health in Gadsden this morning. Tomorrow going to be down in Tuscaloosa. We'll be speaking with some of the folks with the Sabin Center. That's an exciting new project coming along. And then Saturday, it's a book signing. Lincoln, Alabama. We're going to be at Betty's Cafe from 10 to 1. And we're going to have a ton of fun here. So listen, if you're in Lincoln, Ohatchee, Talladega, Pell City, Anniston, Oxford, Jacksonville, Asheville, anywhere around there, come see us. We'll have all the shirts, hats, weather-cool stuff, great shirts. Those are outstanding from Crest Publishers. Our children's books, all you can do is pray, Weathering Life. It's all there. We take a lot of pictures. We have a lot of fun. Betty's Cafe in Lincoln. Saturday from 10 to 1. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. That's ABC 3340 News right across the hall. Studio A at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.